Let me check it. Sorry. Let me breathe. I got retro. I noticed that images weren't showing up, so I just press. There's a display message option in it. I don't know if that's what's Bonk is different. Uh, but it wasn't displaying uh achievements I got if I got one. So I figured, well, see if I can. I wonder if I can get that. Normally butterflies are pulled. Yeah, the attack button must be when you're powered up. You get an attack. I know. Bonk 2 is the point. I mean, I think I basically said before, but some of you more or less playing for the first time. I do feel like I was kind of interested in putting in the box Mario, Sonic, and I don't suffer it. I didn't go down here. Try. If anything. It's up a normal size candy. I think. Now, I believe around here, there is some like Wario where the power-ups are, but there's some like Wario-esque power-up. Oh, enemies candy too. Um, but there could be a enemy something that shows up that like squishes you in, which isn't like a harmful status as far as I know. Here we go. 'Cause, yeah, I don't get my button doesn't work with this form either, so it must be some other special case. Oh no, basically just right where before. I might be thinking of it. I did set whatchamacallit. With the shuffler, my speed option that you can put in random. I just randomize that a little bit so that hopefully, even the second time, we don't see the exact same view we saw yesterday. Although I think I checked and I got like 20 or 30 out of uh, around 40. So it's definitely going to be summary. That's nice. I'm not sure if big bonks, small bonks, good here. I feel like big Bonks are better because they'll get more. But maybe rapid fire. Okay, so that was the achievement noise. I'm not seeing the achievement, which I don't know. Let me actually check that while I have it. Achievement. Maple sound effects. Yeah, I got disables that. So I don't know enable it. Or why it's not. It probably didn't do that though. Making them into the back. Oh, they jump back into the. Oh, score is not displayed, or the achievements are not being displayed at the side, so it's not just it's not just that it's not showing you what you're getting out of it. Go up this way, whatever it is. Oops. The reason I'm a duck is that fully upgraded for any big. And it's been 10 minutes shuffle so far, so if I get to that place I got to before with the water droplets, I'm just gonna get hit by that again. Here's the other one. More. Oh man, I think this is the first time on these sets of streams I missed the full bonus. Oh, this one doesn't. When I'm in this farm, it didn't. He did couple or the speed spin. Oh, maybe they have that there to. Oh, I don't think you shrink. You shrink when you take damage. Okay, here we got a new game. Uh, these have two modes. This this mode is kind of like where oh, you can set them up. Interesting. Um, let me see. Genesis. Oh, my bad. Let's try to see. You're not. Uh, but this is a like standard arcade sort of deal, where you have live. The original mode, I feel like we have properly. It should be functioning. Uh, in that one, every one of you, a different character that you select as you, and similarly, each of those characters is a extra life, basically. Um, Once all your characters die, then that's game over. But you can find shops and buy health ups or revive. This is by the way, Command, the Capcom game. Speaking of Commando, which is I think more popular, yet I've not personally played. So I'm getting pretty bad because it seems a little different than a Super Joe main character Commando. I don't really. I mean, it's a level select. I don't know if I choose level I go to. This, I guess, is equipment. I don't know. Grades. I don't know. Board or different options. Uh, I'm still not reading. Bad. We focus on other. Okay. Let's deal with the first tricky part. There's some kind of like system in the health, but I'm not exactly. Okay, seems tricky. Oh. I don't know if I went all the way over here. Oh, that feels bad. I feel like I shouldn't. See if I can get that. Oh, I can. Good. Nothing else. This is the cough button, but I don't know if I'm. Oh, that's the real kind of an upset when you're. This is versus, which is arcade version. The my microphone off? Or was it just maybe I was talking so sorry, I just thought that the bar was not reacting my I was worried that maybe I was speaking too quick. Anyway, uh the NES version is so uh that's a while. I was looking at the I was trying to grab similar to stuff that was on. But also we're not dealing with NES cells because we're only dealing focusing on the first is more a little bit different. Um, but you subtly, I want to say, my understanding, I've played them a whole. Yeah, my feeling. It still has a new end. Uh, it still has ice climbers jumping physics that everybody loves. Nobody loves. Oh yeah. Apparently the NES stuff the more continue without dying. So it gets ridiculously hard if you're trying to be great enough. Jumping from mountain to mountain. I don't know if it's gonna be a thing. If it is, uh, it's a good chance that I'm going to be the secret ice. I will say I'm doing a thought of wood. I'm sure there's gonna find of it. Yeah, I think I've seen it might. I wasn't saying that was how it. Next one is Fire Limb. It's familiar. It's kind of rough. That's all I can. I think it's supposed to be. I grabbed it, but I was kind of. I was really grabbing a run and gun, regardless. But then they're not going to be super uh, exciting compared to what people want from Contra, I'm sure. Uh, that opening scene. This is the first one I played that had the.
A military android has landed in the old town area. Proceed to that point right away and stop them. You are the last hope. Good luck.
Thank you. Oh, you can't aim diagonal, and it seems like it's a little. If I Oh, I thought that when I was holding up, I was going. Maybe that's like. Give me a second. That might be something clear the two-player controls. I don't. That was really the case. There's something funky going. If I jump and I press it down, and I was seeing something. Oh, the tap has a very bad. So I feel like it's a lot less safe. Yes, I was holding, and you know what it is? I suspected it. Maybe this game used analog sticks and it's not operating properly. I was expecting a analog control. I'll have to look that up. Oh, it's got some. Oh, not autoing? Pulling up, but he kept on looking. It didn't seem like it. This is Esperade, what it's called. It's a bullet hell. This one I like, very stylish. I didn't want to thing, but this is one that I was personally excited about.
Presented by K.
Rather, I didn't want to have every because if someone wanted to go to relic, I'm seeing if the demo because sometimes it shuffles people. That doesn't take damage. Uh, let's pick her just because I'm just picking her because I do don't. Maybe that's a little bit for testing purposes. Not in this game, but kind of like it's secret society, like it's avoiding oppression sort of deal. Uh, first level starts off pretty. I'm not sure that past that point. Oh, I mean, I beat defeating. This is what might like. I cannot fathom. I'm sure you'll probably play. But perhaps a little nostalgic. Definitely got some of those myself. Tongue of the Fat Man. I'm using the bad. Other people really say this is their favorite track. I'm not too into it. It doesn't compared to like Silver or a Treasure Master. Feel like they're one step up above the console. There, just kind of strikes me, if that. Yeah, I guess they don't play it. This game actually has different, slightly different systems depending on even who like they do, at least generally. So this was actually, I guess, more complex ones. Next one up, Gun Force. This is actually maybe uh, it was sort of something with yeah, Irem, basically the developers of well, the similar sort of game. I'm lowering the volume a little, if anything. Oh man, you gotta have limited amp. This is Kirby's. It's a little bit like much more. It comes across a bit like a platformer. Um, I know Arc. I know Damage Shuffler last year, where the levels are kind of the boss is really in. I feel is a better game. What I will say though is that the physics on uh, the physics on hitting the ball are not that great. It's not a huge problem, but like when you get stuck with one two to finish off, it's a little bit frustrating. You It feels like you should have more precision than you do. A lot of maybe for the first level, maybe the first two levels, they don't ability to Kirby's ability in the top left. For the bad time to check to see if I dropped anything. But you can see in the top left that there's that little ball Kirby. That's your current power up. You can see if I time the smash hit, then Kirby extends. or Kirby, goes into Kirby for which makes him go a little faster, and I think it does more. So even if something you heavily, as opposed to sort of wait, engage of the block breaking game. See here, I'm trying to go to the, so I try to hit it with the side of paddle, responding. Oh. Intense sort of recurring that, where they'll miss something, hit it again, they'll miss. Maybe people feel breaking game, but this just happens to me. So, if that's a general in this one, for that reason. If I hit that, this brings me to games. You can choose. You can't dodge here. I was thinking of implementing damage, like it shuffled here, but they're all basically I don't know. Or some of them don't the issue. Some of them that resembles damage. So it kind of seems like there's no, because people could just choose the game. I think the reason has damage because it. Oh, I was gonna say because it wasn't. But I guess there is. I'm not sure if I got a perfect or close to a perfect. Oh, that. Oh, you see what happened there? I think I meant to block damage. Might still be ended form. You can do that with other abilities. I don't know. Shuffle. But it's I guess hard. It's harder to rep because you have to do that off. This is what I was thinking. For the turns, I guess it's supposed to be. It's hard for me to get out of the box. I get all of them. Get a bonus fee. All of those jelly beans. There could be setting. So, on the shuffler that lost it. Because it might be kind of ridiculous to, if you're playing through games this way, to all your when you don't. So getting extra lives doesn't matter. And in fact, this game, when you beat a level, it counts down your. Oh, this is. You see what happens is star block. Um, we're going to the boss fight right now. See all these spikes around it? They get blocked, covered up by the star block. But this bottom row get covered because those were all the star blocks that were on the left that I didn't catch. So the boss fights here are hopefully interesting than the one where you can fight Dolomil. When the battles are shrunken, I can't do this. So that battle can no longer do hack. This is the version. Actually, not sure. I think probably for the early part of the like early part of it doesn't shuffle out, and because the game needs to scale up. That's my hope at it. The kind of game part of the shuffler. You also have to be concerned about, even though part of the purpose that you have in playing is that you want to avoid shuffle, you also don't want to shuffle too little. You want it to, you know, basically shuffle a satisfactory. But people do appreciate that they're watching the shuffler, but they also try this. Yeah, and let me take a note of that. Maybe I can shuffle on block damage in based off the assumption that that was supposed to shuffle, I'm going to just actively take because the, the reason it's shuffling is that it took a shuffle if you power, or if you lose an hour, or if you lose a, and I didn't do that because I had changed into big curve, which absorbed that. But now that the life is lost, should shuffle, and now 20. So I believe. Oh, we're done. Oh, but there's a lot of shuffler, but I believe, which is kind of natural because irrigated. That includes me, but I'm not like a secret art. I'm just gonna, you know, here's something that hasn't been covered that fits the similar to what I'm looking for. Doing much better than. But yeah, is a lot. Feels a lot. NES. Like the NES, I feel. This feels arbitrary, and even though the graphics are they some satisfying. Like what do they mean going with one off? Make it take. By the way, I'm actually very bad. The only I've ever the first NES. Might insist that oh super easier, but I haven't been. I feel like I got somewhere with operation. Eventually it's a dumpster. But that 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 might be like your best weapon homing. Oh, I forgot the intro movie, by the way. Uh anyway, I'm not gonna before I see. We this I'm not gonna watch. I can only see there's problems. But I'm going to continue to. Oh, I didn't notice there's two kinds of like I say I for dots, but there was two kinds. I haven't played that. I haven't played them before. I tried to shuffler. I think I know. I might have known the first time and then completely. Then. Oh, of the beginning. What was not the beginning. This is a pen, which I think was one might was considering. Um, okay, I guess there's no intro. Uh, sort of fun fact about one is that they call the main character Sprite for the international. Here he, mustache, um, sort of like Mario. Feels very much like Western cartoon. In the Japanese version, a lot younger. As far as I know, that's the only in the two. I'm familiar with early Let's Play something on playthrough called Freelance Astronaut. Long defunct. I don't think I've ever played this one, but or managed to, and but I feel like I know it fairly well. It's from one. These coins. Oh, I'm getting. It would be nice if I knew what they were. Going up. Fixing that. Yeah, these coins. Just put them in the slot machine. Extra lives and stuff. Very similar. What happened to Mario 2. Oh, that was a life extension item. I think you start with three hearts, maximum 3. You can get upgraded to 4. If there's any particular strategy, don't know it. I just realized, oh dog, it's supposed to be. The translate just. At least as far as I know, it wasn't the. Here's the freelance for just playing the version out without a matcher. So I think it was literally order in the Japanese version written out directly. For some reason, they decided to change. Like they actively changed. That wasn't just. A lot of the bonus games like this, where you're trying to grab all the points without getting a. You can imagine very fruity. Oh, and everyone loves Ghost. around here, somewhere around here, we'll start getting. There are a few of varying quality. Probably the second best. So the frying pan. Then you get a spoon, which is a weights are a throwing weapon, and then a fork, which is get a pan fork. A pan is I don't know if it's the fork is very neat. It's a king of the monster. I don't know if it's something Spite would want yet another Saturday night. This is the one that he's like where he's familiar. This one's not that way. There's there are fixes in Shuffler that would improve. So I'm doing it too much better than that. But yeah, this it's a wrestling game. We pick Rocky because so I probably
Reporting from the skies of Tokyo. The catastrophe hasn't ended yet. It's too late to escape.
so this is kind of a Ultraman, Godzilla, isn't a game, but that style, kaiju, themed rep. Mechanically, it's like these grapples are basically random, but not. There is some strat has vanished. You can see the human enemy that you can fight too. Or BB on Reddit, which is ridiculous. Every time person retro he's done some new, which seems complete. Smite off tested this out. We're back to on one. I think he tested the shuffler. These are added like for him. So or he just used all the results. But Eagle made it on this after I added. So this is working a lot better to Eagle. I think I might play them the way that I I'm doing poorly with power-ups right now. Probably discussed this before, but initially I had shuffling on damage bug because that's the health bar you have in this game. Smite basically felt like if that was the station, it wasn't even because you have less mobility, which means you're not dodging attacks, shuffle. So it becomes a negative as opposed to being. doesn't perform it like really surprisingly for what feels like a really harsh arcade game. But I guess the wisdom is I've seen an interview from Capcom comment. If people don't beat level, they don't play the second. So, maybe arcade game figured that. If you want to do like super intense arcade game, the player still has to one team city there. It's fun. Testing we're testing. This is like Nevada. We're already playing, so I'll just get right to it. Didn't really all that. Not. As I said, I don't do that. I should be studying the. I don't read. Something like if we're gonna stand in. Ranking up. Last time we power up. I don't know if we know the. So I think the screen's what I for, but I have 5 goals board. This I believe it's stored on the. I'll grab this one. I don't know what. I don't know if that's the updated. So it seems like it, but I wasn't using it. This effect is pretty cool. I don't know. This is where it fell off. Oh, same thing. Just expecting like jump to land faster. Let's see. Have a lot. Oh, this is published Irem. Anyway, so the Guardian went like half of that uh half shmup. Top stuff I guess. Hold on. That doesn't show it. But like I understand um, the overall stuff is very kind of big enough. But I think it's working, like as far as I saw. Sorry, I skipped over this. It's a Street Fighter type deal, or a Mech type deal story-wise. You know, the evil doctor turns all the world evil. The only one who can fight them is the aspiring community. This is Bangai, treasure game. Generally a lot silly treasure game, but this one's they were doing cool, like the ends before. This one is kind of an example of their house of you know, if the game's down, that means they put on like bullets on the screen. The and or can support. It has a Dreamcast version. I think that's significantly better than that. Also in but Dreamcast the the talk right now, so I'm focusing on more one. The plot here is I think you're up against the mafia. That was kind of the gag. They were just thinking of someone that everyone would just everyone like nobody liked the Yakuza. Then we have Bangai. They spelled out it with like kanji there, and when you say it aloud, like Dunga, it seems like a standard mecha thing, but I think Bangai is just like it's something to do with like it's a nonsense thing, and a lot of this is not really trying to make sense. So even though there's a lot of text, there is no translation around. But I don't because it's not really. This one, the DM, is a lot actionized. With just some joke compilation to get called upon. But here, there's the. If you hold down the shoulder button, I'm actually not sure how to hit for controller because I got the 8-bit bill. But you hold down the shoulder button, build up the amount of skills you have, so you get extra bonus. Do you? So you want to be close to the where you watch that. You can also switch for stuff here. Switch your pilot. The sister, the brother shoots homing this. The sister shoots these bounce shots, which are good in confined space. Because you see, they can throw stuff. This is also something that, excuse me, if you shoot a bunch of missiles, cause a whole. I'm not sure if I assume because there's only. It doesn't have to be specifically. But if you destroy a bunch of things, you get a portal to a shop, and that lets you buy essentially a health refill, a stuff, or a attack up. and you can just keep doing it. Oh, no, it's deadly, even though that one was so this one actually, I think, still not running great. You know, this was my first big experience where it was all pointers, where the Triad, the health is stored consistent. It's presumably has some other value that tells me where where I have to look for the health. But because it's consistent within a certain level, uh, I just did it the hard way. Put in a single level of basically it checks which level it is, checks the address. It doesn't actually look for the pointer. It's not the smart way to. As long as I have. Although I guess it's every game through deep difficulty curve, so entirely possible. I'll get hit or I'll run into like especially little thing and it's just starting me off. Sometimes things get a little ugly. Okay, excuse me. This is Revenge. I I didn't grow up on the show. Um, they're really, as far as I can. Um, but I'm not familiar with really it. They're very much the sort of thing that I would like. I want to say that someone from like hardcore gaming, one app or something, who calls themselves something in that sounds like super familiar. That's surprising to see them in like hardcore Shinobi event. But I think these games tend to be. Oh, this is actually similar. It's very far removed, but that screen one. Um, uh, uh, I'm sorry, the old. Let me actually let me see if I can adjust the control. But to do that, to uh, oh, it's actually working as I think uh, how I had it set up before. It was auto pausing when I reached shuffler. Uh, okay, here we go. A B I think A to B B to B A to B. I'm sorry, I'm just selected badly correctly. Okay, there you go. I was thinking I put this in a um I mean I don't know if it's a crap, but it's just something I was thinking. It would be a lot nicer if you can read fire or you can be able to have the sword that sword it'll work. Right? I was wondering if I have to hold a button, but it doesn't work. There's no contact if you comment here. Take a deep. This game is this I think was a tech demo where they were just seeing how big sprites in the term. Uh, but they decided to release it as a uh, but it feels very like a holdover from like a Atari. I think I might believe you. But I beat it to continue beats. That would have been a lot that I missed. I was actually I don't know what it is. That power up that looks like a box. I look at it. You can't. I don't really know what behind what is. These are not fighting games. Right now it's going in my. I just happen to place to get this. But there's cheat in this that lets you. Oh, I get seem to have done. So maybe I did not. I thought that I had done. Yeah. Um, on the Pac-Man Championship. Back to the very. Oh, so for this one, I deliberately full point survive. This is I have a more convoluted, but um, this Gargoyle compared to the other, uh, because it because the idea is supposed to be kind of like a platformer art. They actually put random, uh, and the random apps don't give you. it would just close the game. And so, um, so Smite was saying, you know, he pressing, but only. Let me, I just want to see if there's a demo. But Smite was saying he'd be interested in, if not for the fact that you had the random battles killing everything. Okay, I don't think it has. So that's Mike. This is incredibly. The guy comes, gives you a dying net. Other guy comes, gives you his dying net. Third guy comes, his dying. 3 people in order just walk up to you. But yeah, so this is. There's an achievement for just killing the person. But yeah, so if you play Demon Crest, it's this sort of deal. They, well, Gargoyle's Quest 2 is closer, but it's a platformer game. Cool. So you got a lot of. You're a little bit sluggish to compensate for the fact that you're pretty strong. In this one, you don't have have very little compared to the other ones. It's also sort of framed. I feel like there was something I meant to say. The spin-off of Ghost, you know, the meanest enemy is. Because the series starts off and it's low complexity. So the Gargoyle Quest 2, the NES one, they did according to played them. So I don't know how. I don't know what they add. Feels like it would be. So it's been so far, but you get to the who he's a big guy, it's hard to avoid. We can't thank it all down. Feels like we can. Oh. But we don't know. So it's actually unreasonable to die. You see, like, he's shooting fireballs that are homing in. At least in there. That wasn't like a joke of a, even though I mean, sure. So here I'm gonna testing. So you can see, normally I would be getting random here, but it doesn't seem like getting any good. This was a fix that I meant to. but random. There should be battles that you find on the and the random battle, so you can see what we're missing. You can buy extra, and that's the one not to. But we should be getting it infinite one. I'm just curious if it's right here. We don't, or to the left. I can, I'm sorry, I'm feeling the mild. And then the RPG section. You talk to guy to this works on a I think even might be bad for rep because sometimes they go, oh, you did not use the password, we did reach this far with you. Talk to these kings or something to get progress. That's a question. Answer. So usually they give you some kind of buff that helps you progress. They aren't that fancy for the most. This one just, I think, lets you. If you can fly higher, it probably jump. Wow, that's a nice. I can just. So you can see here. This is the way gauge progress. I jumped just high enough that I can cling to it. That's kind of the thing. I think people call these Metroidvania really qualify. I don't like that short, so I'm tempted to avoid the term just because it doesn't seem I like it. Wow, that was close. Your hitbox is not that. But that. Doesn't really having I think Talisman, like Talisman and Cyclone is lives. If I go here, grade level, items with part, Talisman, yeah, Talisman, or how many lives you have, and then vials, money you have with which to buy Talisman because there's nothing else. Oh, so you probably complete the quest. Some of the that you are the bosses from Ghosts and Dark, Ghouls and Ghosts, because you're on there. I guess friendly people. Hopefully, the challenge up around now. Pretty little stuff. They have more crawling than than you have. I think it's a common point. You do get different projectiles that you can equip, uh, which aren't necessarily attacking. Might reversal. That's a feature that left around Demon Press with the more like it strips away the RP fake RP framing a little bit and it's a high quality currently. This one, like the hard that I have, one of the hardest in my experience. All the Psycho Nix here. Um, basically, it's a run and gun with a Gradius style aid system. Supposedly, the it's one of the initiatives for Hurricane series, which is why I put it in. Because I saw someone had asked, I think someone had asked Hurricane, and so okay, it looks like there's no accidental shuffling, taking damage, but um, but if Hurricane is, then it made sense. I go next. I'm just waiting. I think I know the if it returns the that image. But I find that for this game, your the strength that you have put enough for the thing that you extremely different. To the point that it's like it throws you a little bit back when you die. So even credit feed and having a lot so when I was testing. Maybe I'll figure it out, but this was in my one of the hardest ones to make real progress on of the things the shuffle. Just checking right now. I feel like my volume's high because of the Bizhawk update. It's broken. Get going. You can't aim. Like you can't point the button to aim. Can you see? Oh, there. I spent on a better, which seems like the lead. If I get hits, I don't have a. Here now, I pull the track around, which is not a whole. That seems to you almost like. No, I guess I was hoping that I had any save, then I could just jump back so I wouldn't lose all my progress last session. Yes, I've been alright. This is Wario, the original, um, also known as Super Mario. And it actually has a. They're kind of like a interesting, almost company in Nintendo regarding Mario. Shigeru Miyamoto. I think there is R&D. I don't use it on my head, although I feel like for the person who. But you have Shigeru Miyamoto, team who created the original Mario on Famicom, as well as in a donkey. The older arcade Mario. And so he was creating a bunch of stuff and actually for a while, but you know, the enemies, things like Goombas. With Mario Land, they didn't implement them because they were sort of figuring hardware. And beyond that, they were. It wasn't Miyamoto. Gunpei Yokoi. His team was just sort of doing instead of having that manga and how do I go? Sort but they were making stuff, and so they kind of think didn't to do stuff of rather of Jeremy Oto's team. They wanted their own sort of express their own distinct personality, which is not really Oto. I think that's just like how creatives tend to be, and so they didn't do a whole lot of that were in NES games. A little more. Maybe they heard complaints and get that But then I think they pushed on because I don't know if it's for many. Oh, I get this. What's this? I haven't played this game in quite some time. Again, I apologize for talking a lot. But yeah, so it kind of comes across as that they just didn't have traditional. So even though once they create a character, um, they got more interested in just having more things and building up, separate warrior, its own. These are its versions of Gear Pirate. And it has its own rival, similarly, Thousand Marios. They have happens who ends up occurring. I don't know why I went through this whole thing. I've forgotten. But it came to. Okay. I haven't been. I agree. I thought you could do. What's that do? I don't know what. So it's seeing what I'm seeing here. That your power ups are not quite straight up because your dragon makes you. Oh, this is good. I think I like this better, but I can't ground. They're useful. This is I guess based on flight upgrades that you were doing, like Tanuki. That one, the pumpkin. What are hearts? I guess hearts are the. I can't remember. It was like this. Hearts get you alive, and coins get some kind of progress. Yeah, there you go. Like, those are also. At least this one. Why was there a stall door at the beginning? I thought that was. I was avoiding it because I thought that was progress. So, do I want. Do I want. I don't really want. I mean, I would like more coins. The risk that I'm there to just keeping the coin. When I'm at the bottom of it, I can't walk because this the idea is pressure from the sand. I was wondering if secret room on. There you go. Fun. No, the spiky one is spiking it. What's the difference in spiky thing? I guess I am completing. I think the non that we were taking. Let me check. I think one's pretty easy. No, it's not difficult. How do you ever use non? Because that's their don't remember. I suppose it's possible that they reuse you, but I also don't don't recall which studies were from. They were no, they were they were like I watched like one when I was first learning about years ago. Uh, at the time, wasn't a big fan. This is unreal. Oh, this is nice. Shuffling into the movie game. And I like when I can I won't be able to beat um oh let's go to I want to pick I don't feel new games. Music. That one I just has it's very slick. The balance is like a platform. You know, everything has this one is ninja based Batman. It's sort of Final Fight style beat 'em up. The special moves are very weird. I remember. Uh, um, it's not really that scary. This is very this is very like enjoyable as well as having it so. I usually don't play the heavy, so I'm thinking I stick to Beanbag Rod. This the fact that the top two are not part of your play feels suspicious to me. Maybe they should be characters, but I don't think. Actually, I guess in this one, it's not a big. If I die, this is not. I have a disagreement with Ryudo about Ninja Baby. I feel like it's a very carefully made. He seems to think that it's uh it's actually uh not very I guess a balance, not very entertaining. One is I wanted to put one bolt. Uh, and first I went, just because I thought it'd be funny that there, most people are completely open. And how do you have that like stuff will you probably once it gets going? Uh, that's why I put it, a sprayed.
Atlas.
Well, actually, I was looking at
Intended by
a sprayed
King.
for but the Don Patch kind of strikes me the as like one of the quintessential like ridiculous mops where like people hear about this. I'm not even gonna touch this because this is for people, and so it kind of strikes me the one that funny to put in. I don't think I put in a ton beyond. Like I put in other shmups, but I don't put in ones that bullet hell no. Yeah, that seemed like it. Go ahead. I don't like the helicopter, so I'm gonna use.
Okay. The countdown begins. 3, 2,
The idea is if I use stuff that I
go.
don't on normal, um, or that I'm less likely to use, I'm more likely to find a situation that I didn't before when I was getting the shuffler work, and that's an issue that I need to solve. Oh, this is counter punch. Um, this is a punch out clone. Uh, seems like a pretty well made one. It's going for I don't know it, but like a rural and sort of aesthetic, and um, as opposed to like the international aesthetic that you get from a Punch Out. Uh, I guess there's no demo. I am using headphones. There's some kind of power up system that I haven't really explored, so I don't know what that means. That it's some issue. Like maybe the maximum higher than I thought, but mechanically it's fairly similar to other punch outs. I was able to. I'm watching the cutscenes in part because I've been skipping them until now, and in part because I actually think it's important to check that these cutscenes not causing false shuffles. I guess it's more heavy than Punch-Out. I mean, I say I guess, but it's very close. But I guess that's factors. We're getting close to the end of today's session, so I'm also thinking I should look to see who's online. But I don't know. I haven't thought about that. This is Dunforce 2, which is obviously Dunforce like that one. It's related to basically pictures by the same. This one is hard to see it. It's approaching that. It's not as silly, but the level of detail, right? You can probably see the level of detail. But why is this so dumb? Why is he just jumping there? It's just it doesn't have the person. It's sort of, I guess it must be the, but it strikes me as the gameplay like is that okay? That's good. The gameplay gimmick that you're well, you can see you got these, and so you got the one that wherever you point sort of trails. So it's almost like approaching a you don't really that one. But it is nice. Gives you a bit more range. Yeah, that seems like it's working. Let's go. Just if you don't put a name, I guess it has like a pool. But yeah, for the area that you cover with Pac is actually quite huge. Rescuing people, I think, is a mechanic that must be carried over to Metal Slug. But here it's you gotta rescue like ladies and dresses. It feels like it's got a lot of personality than like the beard. Bearded soldier that you find in Metal Slug. My timer just ran off, so I'm going to finish the stream. Just see who's on. And the reason that the reason hearing the skipping right, I just a bazillion. I got a full tab. But I should be trying to. I'm just seeing who's pass you. I see that there's a. It looks like there's someone in it, but I don't. I don't know if that's a bot or a person. If it is a person, thing. And who watch on YouTube for watching. I hope you. There should be a session tomorrow. You're watching at the same time. If not, then watching on something then again, they'll probably. Um, I'm going to throw you, I guess, High Tuesday, just because I'm going to arcade it in not this Sunday, but Sunday after. I've never done, so bear with me.